Christian life is a life of faith, and sometimes it takes courage and boldness to obey God's plan for your life. In the book of Numbers, chapter 13, is the story of the 12 spies that Moses sent to spy out the promised land. 12 men were chosen to go into the promised land for a first-hand look, and 10 returned saying, "The people we saw in it are men of great size, and we became like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight." You know, only 2 of the 12 spies, Joshua and Caleb, reported a land filled with milk and honey, and they told Moses, "We should by all means go up, take possession of it, for we will surely overcome it." You know, despite the apparent obstacles, these 2 men of faith believed that God would deliver the land and the people into their hands if they just obeyed God. 10 of the spies brought a fear-filled report. In essence, they said, "We saw giants in the land. There's no way we can take this country." Their fear and their lack of faith struck terror into the hearts of the children of Israel. For some reason, these 10 spies had forgotten how God miraculously delivered his people from the land of Egypt, how God sent plagues against the Egyptians, how he opened the Red Sea and swallowed Pharaoh and his army, how he fed his people supernaturally as they journeyed, as he made water gush out of a rock enough to satisfy the thirst of 3 million people in the desert, how he even prevented the sandals on their feet from wearing out. But instead of remembering these marvelous things God had done for them, they chose to let fear rule their hearts. Fear was what was ruling their choices, their decisions, and they spread a negative report. They doubted God. They doubted his ability to drive out the inhabitants of the land that he had told them to enter. You know, they were on the doorstep of the promised land. All 12 of the spies saw the giants, all 12. But while the 10 fearful spies viewed themselves as grasshoppers, the other 2 spies saw something much more. They saw God. They saw God's power. They saw God's faithfulness. My friend, never allow fear and doubt to rule your heart. Don't let it rule your decisions. Don't be like the people of Israel who doubted God and his abilities and chose to believe the grasshopper report. The consequence of their faithlessness was that God made them wander aimlessly in the wilderness for 40 years until the entire generation of those grumbling, complaining, faithful, fearful, disobedient people had died out. What a consequence to pay for their decision. Today, lift up your eyes. See the Lord going before you. Believe he will do what he says he will do. Put your faith, your confidence in him and in his ability to bring to pass his promises in your life and the decisions that he sets before you. He has a plan. He has a place of promise. He has a place of fulfillment for you and for your life. Trust him. Obey him. Fill your life with faith and not fear, and watch what God will do on your behalf. Till tomorrow, God bless you.